League Baseball. Coming to the plate now, Forrest Hauk. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Use that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, it's no secret to this offense what they have to do today. They have a pitching staff, top to bottom, that is super low in ERA. Guys pound the zone, keep the ball in the ballpark, and execute their game plan. So on the offensive side, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Know you got the horses on the mound for your team. Go out and find a way to manufacture a few runs to take some pressure off these guys.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Ah, way to get dirty. Hats off to that one.
Outstanding play over there at first. That ball was headed for the hole, but he pulled it in on a dive. Then great presence of mind to take it himself for the out.
In now, Tomas Torres. Popped him up. He'll enter play here at an even 250. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Standing in, Reed Starr. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That's not an easy do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Victor Robles digging in now. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom.
Leading off for Syracuse.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
So digging in now, Forrest Hauk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And he'll step off. Stevenson, the runner at second with 1 away. And that one just missed outside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Still 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Paniagua shading to his right, and he brings it in on the warning track. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Ortiz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Vladimir Ortiz.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here. No. Now in the box, Tomas Torres. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth. Standing in, Matt Reynolds.
Now batting.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now batting, second baseman, Reed Starr.
Standing in now, Reed Starr, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out. So.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So striding forward now, Victor Robles comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Victor Robles.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. Ornelas is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now to the plate, Andrew Stevenson. A base hit in his first trip.
Andrew Stevenson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. At the plate, Forrest Houck. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Grounded to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Ortiz, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the sixth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tomas Torres. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. In there for strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
No,
3-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this. And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now at the plate, Reed Starr, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Reed Starr becomes the first out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
And he can't track it down as this ball falls. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. Victor Robles digging in now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard.
But haven't been able to string anything together.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Soft liner to the right side, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Leo Liriano.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's on.
Within striking distance late in the season, these youngsters are challenged to show their mettle.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Rochester Red Wings and the Toledo Mud Hens. Toledo find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. John Wade, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality?
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Logan Morrison. And he could give his guys an early if he can come through here. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. So here's Jake Cave to the plate. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Hot shot to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in, Patrick Hall. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Got him in the chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Settling in now, number 41. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First offering on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Number 41 goes down for out number 2 in the top half. At the plate, Mitch Garver. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's one hit softly down the line in left. Foul. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Ehire Adrianza, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2. Bouncer up the middle. To his left, Rodriguez. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding in once again, Carlos Calero. He reached on a single in his first try.
Carlos Calero.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
Nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
The right fielder, number 34.
Now he'll step off.
Guerrero.
Into the box, Elijah Barrero, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
That's a strike. to throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Here's the 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Calero leads off second with. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready now, Ian Farley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back. Digging in, Logan Morrison comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Hit. Ornelas from the outfield grass. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Now at the plate, Jake Cave. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 60.
First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box now, Patrick Hall, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a high pop-up. Ornelas is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. So they breeze through this. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 41. He'll start off the fifth in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
No balls and one strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Now batting, second baseman, Adriano.
And a step off. In now, Adrianza, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. Dunbar racing back, and it's gone. Standing in now, Carlos Calero, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Hit on the ground to third. Griggs fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on the... Ready once again, Elijah Barrero. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Dunbar has it in his tracks. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Ian Farley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is in the air out to right field. Dunbar back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Into the box, Logan Morrison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. So here's Jake Cave to the plate. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he misses again, ball 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So coming to the plate, number 41, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 1-1, here it comes. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Robbie Lloyd.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.
Attaboy, great job.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Columbus Clippers and the Toledo Mud Hens. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Digging in now, Ray Doyle, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Ray Doyle.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Right side. Ornelas is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Missed with a breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So not much happening. Stepping in, Adam Rosales, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
A ball and no strikes.
Too low.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. So that's his 3rd triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season goes on.
Henry Navarro.
Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Beavers stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Line towards center field, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
Popped him up. And he's going to get to this thing on the run, and a fine play there will end the inning. Striding into the box, Ron Swan, and he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Dunbar on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Center fielder number 44.
Stepping in now, Ray Doyle. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ran 1 in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Doyle, the runner at second with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Pulled toward right center field. Dunbar has it in his tracks. 2 down. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Griggs over to his right, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. So stepping in, Adam Rosales looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So striding in, Cliff Beavers. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rodriguez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Henry Navarro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 0-1 pitch. Toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Into the box now, Greg Allen.
Leading off for Columbus, the left fielder, number 9, Greg Allen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready with the 1-2. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, Scott Damon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a drive out to left center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
No balls and a strike to count. And it's 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ray Doyle. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Sharp ground ball to third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Pablo Rosario comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Popped up. Rodriguez is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a strike. A ball and a strike.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. Calls that you think you should.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. So the error winds up not costing him as they. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Rosales. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Playing 11, 1-1.
The 1-1 home. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Count still full, 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Ornelas takes it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Cliff Beavers, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. From the stretch. And that one right down Main Street. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Ornelas scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Henry Navarro.
Third baseman, number 6, Henry Navarro.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
The 2-2 one more time. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the Enrique Huerta.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good spring.